We're going to talk about it now. You're going to enjoy this because she said she'd been in a funk, these are her words, after having a difficult week. And she felt like a bad parent. This was just days after pulling out of a tournament. And as Sally said, not the only one celebrity to share their struggles. Last month, the singer Cardi B pulled out of a tour with Bruno Mars just 6 weeks after giving birth to her daughter, saying she had underestimated being a mum.
Olympic cyclist Laura Kenny shared how bittersweet going back to work can be. Just this week, she won gold in the European Championships, but described leaving her son behind as horrible.
So, mum guilt. Is it normal while trying to balance parenthood and returning to work? We can talk about this with Dr. Aisha Awan and blogger Vicky Sarias. Good morning to you both.
Morning.
Morning. Vicky, you've blogged a lot about this. I mean, how refreshing, that's the word Sally used. It was refreshing. It's encouraging because it almost does seem, I mean, I have a lot of friends, when they gave birth, they just said it was such a shock. Everyone else told me it was brilliant, and no one actually kind of just said, it can be horrible. It can be hard.
It can be really difficult. And I think that before I had a baby in 2010, and I was sold by the movies and the traditional media that it would be really easy. I was a TV director, one of sort of only now 4% of women. And I thought, yeah, my baby will just very naive, come back on set with me and everything will fit in. And actually, I underestimated that. And it meant that I was silenced. I had a very traumatic birth. I didn't reach out for help. I didn't go and see a GP for 10 months because I actually felt that I was failing. So I welcome this discourse, this honesty. We've been waiting for it. And, you know, women, high-profile women saying that they're struggling is, you know, they're speaking on behalf of a million women. They'll go and have help now, get help.
What sort of impact? I mean, to pick up on your point, the impact on people who might be watching this morning and feeling that, you know, that exact same way, they see that picture of Serena Williams, they see us discussing that this morning, and hopefully that has a positive impact.
Absolutely. I mean, I have a 7-month-old at home that was vomiting all night. I have not had a wink of sleep. When I read that post yesterday, I was like, this is what motherhood is. You know, it's about actually learning to say no. As professional women, it's really, really difficult to sometimes take a step back and say, what are my priorities here? And nobody should dictate to a woman when it's the right time to go back to work.
Well, in this case, it's interesting, isn't it? Because a lot of people, there's always backlash, and a lot of people are like, wow, why is Serena Williams working anyway? She's a millionaire. Why does she need to go back to work? It's not about that. Yeah. It's about she can do whatever she wants to do. And she's a career woman, she's a sportswoman, she's brilliant. And she's choosing to continue to do something that she's passionate about. But I wonder, Dr. Aisha Awan, if women are prepared psychologically for the impact this has. You're told about the physical, the stuff that happens to you physically, but what about that education in terms of the guilt, the mental struggles, the emotional struggles you're going to have, leaving a child, wanting to still be the person you are?
Society has changed almost unrecognizably over the last 50 years, and motherhood has changed as a result of that. So we had a village looking after children 50 years ago. You weren't a mother living by yourself in a flat where you didn't know neighbors. You had grandparents around, you had mums around, you had friends around who would look after the child. Now we're expected to be mummy, housekeeper, worker. We're expected to be employed. We're expected to put up this pretense in social media of having perfect lives, perfect hair, and it's
the inequalities
very
of the workforce that, you know, make it difficult. We don't have flexible working. I've written a book called Mum Boss, which is about that, because I thank goodness for the digital sphere that I could have a job that allowed me to become a vlogger, to work around my family when the workforce just failed for me.
Can we also make clear that the workforce is not failing just for women, it's failing for parents, mums,
yes,
dads.
Massively for parents, yeah.
Do you think that the judgment on this, does it come from other women or does it come from right across, you know, the whole spectrum?
I think a lot of it is from ourselves. We are made as women to feel that motherhood is the most natural job in the world. So then if you have postnatal depression, if you don't have the birth that you'd hoped for, it's sort of a bit missold to you. I think that it's amazing as well. You know, it's a wonderful thing, but it is tough and the sleep deprivation's hard and your hormones are likely to be all over the shop. And I think that, you know, as long as we keep talking and supporting and vitally going to the doctor and reaching out and knowing that you're not alone. But actually, social media works for the good in this instance. There's a lot of comparison on there and people are saying the negative things. For me, I found my tribe online. I found other women, like-minded women who I could connect with. And it doesn't always happen in real life when you have a kid. So thank goodness for Serena and for Cardi B and other people saying it how it is.
That tribe is really important. I would say to women out there who are either struggling, have your tribe around you, have your friends around you, talk openly. Postnatal depression is something that we know about, but there is something, this postpartum emotion that Serena Williams is talking about, that's very real. It's the baby blues in the first 6 weeks. It's not a medical diagnosis, but it's something you need to talk about and get support for. Have your tribe around you, speak to people, get out and get help. And if you need more than that, then do go and speak to your health visitor, your midwife, or your GP.
Thank you so much for coming in and talking to us about it, Aisha, Vicky. Great to see you both. Thank you.
Thank you.
7:45 is the time.